and my fellow mates. I, Shri Joy Sarkar, welcome you all to today's session taken by an industry expert who has been in the IT sector and has rich experience of around 2 decades in the HR function, specializing in all aspects of talent acquisition. Please give a huge round of applause for our esteemed guest speaker, Mr. Joshua David MD. I would request I would request Professor N.K. Tomar sir to present bouquet to our esteemed guest David sir. I would request Jaimangal sir to please hand a bouquet to our Professor N.K. Tomar sir. I would request Mr. Kripashankar sir to please present and honor our guest with a shawl. Thank you so much, sir. I would now request our Tomar sir to please present a memento as a token of appreciation to our esteemed guest. Please give a huge round of applause. For uh, for for the past few days, we had been an incredible opportunity to participate in a campus immersion program here at IIT Patna. This program is truly fantastic because it allows us as a student to experience more than just academics, and these special sessions are a huge part of that experience. Last time also we had an incredible we are fortunate that we had such kind of session, and today we look forward towards another inspiring session as we have between us and another industry expert. So I would give a huge round of applause again. David sir has is currently associated with Emphasis Chennai and is managing talent acquisition. He had earlier been associated with some of the top multinational organizations such as HCL Technologies, Kingfisher Airlines, Wipro Technology, Tech Mahindra, Cognizant Technology Solutions. He is also a recipient of Young HR Achiever in India 2019, and also been recognized as the Emerging HR Leadership Award by Golden Aim Award in April 2023. A warm welcome, sir, here at IIT Patna. Today's session is all about gaining knowledge and getting interactive. As Joshua sir will be sharing his experience, the valuable lessons he had learned. He will also be offering tips of on how we student can prepare ourselves and excel in this competitive IT world. So with great excitement, let's give a big round of applause. I would request sir to please hand over the mic.
Down. Okay. Very down, no? No, that's okay. Okay. Okay, check, check. Good morning. Vanakkam. Any Tamilians here? No? All right. Okay. Vanakkam, namaskar, namaste. Okay, so day before, a couple of weeks back, I was just gently talking to my wife that I'd been traveling across India and missed out on few states. And I was just telling few states is still missed, and you will not realize whatever you tell it to the universe will bounce back and give it to you positively. Okay, so exactly 1 week, there's one gentleman called Mr. Kirba Shankar calls me, sir, can you come to IIT Patna? Which I've never been thought in my life I'll come to Patna. Can we have a big guest round of applause to this man called Kirba Shankar, sir? Sir, thank you so much. Um, think, yeah. So I did not realize that been traveling across different parts of the world and India to deliver a lot of messages, meeting a lot of students across. And this IIT Patna came out from nowhere, came out of surprise. Okay, the time is exactly 10:40. Okay, so I will just complete my gyan by 11:15, whatever you call it as a gyan or a guest lecture, whatever you call it as, and 15 minutes for Q&A because I have a hot stop at 11:45. I need to attend a call at 12. Okay, so with your permission, I'll start my session. And I'm not going to talk anything new here because you're all matured people. I can see a lot of bright minds. I can see some light behind your heads. So nothing new, nothing much. I'm just going to trigger you. This is definitely not a training session. This is definitely not something that no sir, Joshua sir is going to talk something on NASA scientists, some rocket to moon. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell you whatever you already knew, whatever you already knew. Just I'm going to just talk about my 20 years of experience, as simple as that. Okay, so just relax. No notes, nothing. Just relax. Just enjoy your stuff. We are going to do some small activity and then we'll just take it forward. So how many of you know there's something called hi-fi? You know everybody. Just do a hi-fi to the person next sitting to you. Just do a hi-fi sitting. Wonderful. Okay, so just tell, hey, thank you so much. Yeah, wonderful. Wow, wonderful. Because how many of you had breakfast? Did everybody had breakfast? Some knows. That's perfectly fine, man. Today's science says your intermittent fasting is very, very important. Okay. So if you have done nice dinner yesterday and you had nice culturals before that, and obviously you had nice sleep yesterday, that's perfectly fine. And after the session, you can go and have your wonderful lunch. All right. Okay. So before that, I just thought I'll just start with a. So how was the Josh? IIT partner, make some noise. How was the Josh? Wow. And thank you so much for calling this Josh for the session. Okay. And thank you. And thanks to everybody. Everybody. I can see beautiful faces. Okay. Irrespective of whether you're from a BSc or a whatever, we are all human beings sitting here. Right? Any aliens here? No, sir. Okay, fantastic. So all are human beings here, right? Okay, so I'm just waiting for the day I'm an alien sitting here. That's the reason I keep asking these questions back and forth. So thank you so much for all this wonderful smiles and wonderful participation. Okay, so the story goes like this. I'm not sure how many of you are big followers of Instagram. I just saw this story on Instagram, but I just felt this story will make a lot of difference in this arena, and I just thought I'll just tell you. An elephant and a dog. You could have heard it. The elephant and the dog. Yes. So I'm going to relate to this IIT partner, this arena right now. So elephant and the dog got pregnant at the same time. Yeah. All right. So you know the story. So the dog, as you know, was giving birth to puppies every 6 months. Arey yaar, what is happening? And the dog was like aram se walking. You know the elephant, right? And one fine day, the dog was asking, "Hey, what is this? We got pregnant at the same time. I already have 12 puppies in my in my kitty. So the elephant silently told the dog, you gave birth to puppies, right? They'll be everywhere. Even people throw stones at it. Even somebody cross the road, if the puppy goes, they will just smash the puppy and they will just go off. Not intentionally, but if at all. But the one which I carry for at least for 2 years, right? And when I give birth, it is not a puppy, it is an elephant. Whenever it falls on the earth feels my my baby, right? And whenever we both walk on the road, people just stop wherever they are, whatever important it is. They just stop. They take pictures. They get that importance, right? So my baby is not a puppy. My baby is an elephant. So why did I tell you this story here? Is because you're not from any chota mota colleges. You are you're from IIT, right? I'm not mentioning whether you're from a Delhi or a Patna or a Mumbai or a Chennai. I'm sorry. You are a brand of IIT. It's as simple as that, right? You have that brand, carry that brand wherever you go. You're not simple guys. You're all superhuman beings. You have to carry that stuff in you every time, everywhere you go. My dear students, because whenever we jot out our forecast for our companies to hire for, the first thing comes to our mind is, so how many people are you going to hire from IITs? So that's the first question come out of mind. There are 7,200 colleges in India, right? There are just 23 IITs. The older ones, the newer ones, I'm not going to discriminate. Okay, we have the Kharagpurs or the Kanpurs of the world, and we have the IITs of the partners and the Hyderabad of the world. No, you are all IIT's brand at the end of the day. So always feel proud, but at the same time, always be humble enough to say that I am from IIT. You are an elephant. You are not a puppy. All right. So with that note, I just thought, because I see a lot of stories, I see a lot of things. I also scroll, because I'm also a human being. I'm also part of Instagram, I'm also part of Facebook, I'm also part of LinkedIn. And thank you so much for the few people who send me the invitations in LinkedIn. Thank you so much. I've accepted all your invitations. So God bless you. Thank you. Whenever we wanted, we can interact at any point in time. So with that note, I just thought, let's talk about, there are 26 alphabets in English, right? But let's talk about three alphabets. Three is the most favorite number for me at the end of the day. So let's talk about F, G, and H. All right, in this arena at this point in time. All right, I can't talk about something else to the IITs, right? That's totally different. You have to connect with me, you have to resonate with me at the end of the day. So the most important letter in alphabets is F. That is what I consider, because a lot of good things comes from F, right? The most important F is definitely not the one which you're thinking about. I'm talking about, no, I just told about food, not anything else. Friends, wow, that is one of my F, which I'm going to talk about. But the most important thing, my dear people, you can be from any part of this world, any part of the education institutes, but this part of the F is very important. First and the foremost thing is FOCUS. You do anything in this world. Today, we had a focus. Okay, Joshua Red is going to talk. I don't know what he's going to talk, whether sense or nonsense, that's immaterial, but we need to focus on what he's going to talk about it, right? So whatever education, whatever imparting you're going to get for this next 3 years or 2 years or 4 years, you can be from multidisciplinary, sitting here and listening through virtual, through in person, but the first and the foremost thing is your focus. No second thought about it at all. Because I'll just tell you, yesterday, I just come from Chennai, somewhere around 1,500 kilometers or 2,000 kilometers from the place where I've come from Chennai to Patna, because the pilot was talking about it. And second most important thing is, my flight was at 12 o'clock. So I have to start from my home at 9 to reach the airport at 10. And to web check-in and all the stuff happened before 10 and other stuff. So 11 o'clock, I need to be in the airport. So 12 o'clock, I have to take the flight and get down at 2 o'clock, call Kirba sir at 2:20 and reached your IIT Patna campus at 4 o'clock. That's the focus. It can be the simplest of the things. A lot of people think no, but whatever we do, whatever we have to do with complete focus. I always ask this question everywhere I go, right? You can be in your third year. How many of your third years here? Any third years? Any second years? Few second years. How many of your first years? Predominantly first years. Or second years? Second years from BSc? Oh, okay. My simple question to you folks is, you are in your second year or whatever, if you complete your second year, how many of you know the subject names of all your 2 years? Hello? Oh, you know, oh, okay, okay. Because I always ask this question to all the engineering students when I address their fourth years, final years, and their seventh semester, eighth semester. How many of you know the subject names of all your 7 semesters? I hardly get a hand. So that's the most important thing, my dear people. So somebody comes to your college, right, and say, if somebody is in a position to tell all the subject names of your 3 years or 6 semesters, your 30 subjects, what if you tell that and you get an offer for 20-30 lakhs? What stops you? This is what the focus I'm talking about. Very simplest of the things, my dear people. I'm not talking any rocket science here. That is what the focus I'm talking about. Am I in a position to tell and translate my first year subjects, at least 1 or 2 subjects of my choice? This is what we are looking at in the corporate world. So because a lot of people think the learning is something different. I'll give you a small example in the learning, what continuous learning are all about in focus. When we all complete our 10th, right, the 11th and 12th considered to be the IAS exams, correct? So everybody sit in our home and say, beta, beti, after 11th and 12th, you can fly like butterflies. Till then, you have to be very, very strict. And your home minister, your external minister, your cabinet ministers, your relatives, buddy, everybody come into one room and discuss what you have to study except you. Right? And beta, we have decided that you have to become an engineer. Our person will be thinking, Array, God, I thought I will become something else. These people are asking me to do. So, okay, let's do engineering. Right? Everybody in this world does engineering. Let me also do the engineering. And after 11th and 12th, finally we got into good education, good college. And the first day of the induction, again, Joshua David will come. So you'll say, whatever you studied in 11th and 12th, erase it from the day one of your engineering or whatever BSc or whatever you're going to study. Our beta and beta will be like full of frustration and stress. Oh my God, who's this guy? My mama, my papa told that after 11th and 12th, fly like butterfly, dragonfly. This guy is telling forget everything and again sit in some corner. No, ma. This Joshua David guy is telling that all of us, and ma will slowly, you know, we have the sweetest and the sweetest of the world, right? So she will tell beta, another 3-4 years. No. Life will still continue. And after 3-4 years, IIT PATNA, Gitna, Allah, all finished. And again, Joshua David, you got beautiful, fabulous offers in your hand, thinking that you will have a red carpet. People will put some mela before the office of Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Emphasis. And you think that you put a button, you get a coffee, and you call Sharma ji, come inside. You go with a mug. Yes, sir. How can I help you? And your team leader says, wow, you have done a brilliant job from 9. Oh, 6 o'clock, you can go home. Why are you still at office? If you still think this, sorry. Erase it from your mind. This is not the reality which is happening in the IT companies, right? So you all know what is now happening. And you will say, let's study some Java, some Python, all this stuff. And the same guy, Maha, you told after 4 years, everything will be getting over. Ho gaya, ja gaya, aa gaya. Now this guy is telling, let's study Java, Python. Some Saitan is telling, what is this? And our moms and dads are again the cutest. They will say, Arey beta, beti, another few years. No. And then after you get married, everything ho gaya. Everything finished. Meaning good thing. So, so everything. So, my dear people, why did I tell you this is learning never stops. So all this 20 years, day before yesterday, we get an email from we call it as a flex, friendly reminder for our learning and exercise, right? All these things comes in and say, Joshua, you have to complete your whatever certification is pending for you. So never ever think that I'm from a brand of IIT, I'm from a brand of this, I'm done with the learning. You will cease. You will just go void. Don't do that. Always keep the learning experiences. Why is that we hire people from IITs predominantly? Every organization is because you're all a different breed altogether. You think something different, right? The R&D, the research and development done in these colleges are something different. All right. So keep that move always on. Have that brand, have that pride always. So focus is the most important thing in anywhere and everything you do. Right. The second most important thing is 2F, which I always have is one is faculty and one our friend told is a friend. Right. The faculties and the friends. So exploit these two people at most in your college life. Right. Always select the right friends at the end of the day. You may not know who the next person you're sitting. You may sit with the same person in your school, in your college, right? He may be the same person traveling with you to your entire life. So select your friend properly at the end of the day. It has to be very, very, very important, right? And if somebody is sitting next to a girl, he can be your life partner. You may not know. So don't pull her hands right out. You're going to be my life partner. Joshua said told. So better be my life partner. So because why I'm telling you this is for the past um, from February till now, for the past 5 months, rigorous travel, okay, going to multiple colleges, and they invite a lot of alumni. Obviously, they've been inviting a lot of alumni, and few people been sitting together, and he been pinching and all this time. I was like wondering, wow, good friends. And then they come together to the stage and they will telling, we studied in the same college, we married, and I was like, oh my God, this is the background to the pinching and all. I was like, wow. So, so I was just wondering, wow. So see the same mind share, the wavelength, get along, and a lot of places when alumni are called, they come with their husband and wife and say we studied in the same college. Hats off. Good. Nothing wrong. And at the end of the day, I just told you, we are all human beings. We all have emotions and we have to let that out at the end of the day at the right moment, right? Not hurting somebody's feeling, right? So select the right set of friends. When I was with the school, we had a lot of friends, okay, and we were all telling boss. So we called as machan machis. You should be knowing. Not sure whether you see some Tamil movies. So we were just telling, hey, all the 10 people have to join the same college. Unfortunately or fortunately, all the 10 joined different colleges. Okay, that's all fine. And then after the college, we just thought, okay, we had some 14, 15 guys together. And then we went to masters. Few people came along with us, and we were somewhere around 7, 8 people. And trust me, today, exactly 4 people travel together. And this is what friendship is all about. And that translates to a family. And today, wherever we go, just yesterday, that group suddenly woke up because we only share other things like the mixings and the cokes of the world. But yesterday we were discussing let's do a trip this year also in the month of October for all these puja holidays. And we were talking about let's travel and all this stuff. So my dear people, why I'm telling you this is they will become a family and you will travel your entire life with them. And that is one F. And second F is your faculty. Right? The most important, even today, I will tell you, there are two faculties. Whenever I post my post in LinkedIn and Instagram, they say, Joshua, I saw you in LinkedIn. I'm so happy that you're traveling and all this. I'm happy that I was your professor. I was your faculty. That is the one thing. Apart from your parents, my dear people sitting in this arena, the most happiest people in this world is your faculties. When you get your job, when you get married, whenever you come to college, right? They'll be the happiest people. And you know what? Even your relatives can forget your name, but the faculties will never ever forget your name. I don't know what mantram they do every day in the morning to remember all our names, but they still do it. Right? Even now, when I go to college, they call me Joshua. I'll be like, what? I have 10 colleagues of mine because of virtual, all those stuff. I randomly, because most of my colleagues' names are starts with S. Shilpa, Shobana, Samiksha, Shweta. So I call Shweta, Shilpa, Shambhavi, all this stuff. But these people still remember our names. You call them anything on your any data or any suggestions, any clarification, they will be the happiest people to address you. So exploit them at the end of the day. Just on a right note, just call them, just talk to them, just understand them. They will never get tired of explaining us, right? So hats off, and all those blessings from the faculties comes to us. So the second most important thing is your faculty and friend, which they will automatically become your family. And the last most important F is FUN. What else in life you have other than fun in the college, right? Irrespective of everything, never ever raise your friend's hand if somebody's asked for, can we go for a session, can we go for some symposium, can we go for some paper presentations, right? Always raise your hand, my dear people. I'm telling you, IITians, we are living in a most challenging phase of our life. 2024, we don't know what happened. We got a survey that even IITians suffered in terms of getting job opportunities, right? So I'm not telling, every individual is different, right? Whether you're from IIT or from a tier 4 or 5 regional college, if you think you can, you get a job. All right. So this last year and this year, it is still tentative. Nobody has literally started the hiring process. Slowly it is starting. So you make sure that you put your focus, you put your hands and say, sir, I have done all those things. Make your presence in the digital footprint, in LinkedIn's. Make your presence visible that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and talk to a lot of people, like-minded people, which is very important. Even if it is nonsense, that's perfectly fine. Never sit not knowing whether it is right or wrong. Make sure it is right and then be quiet, which is very important. So, my dear people, fun is important. Participate in culturals. Participate in anything and everything. Never bother, I'm going to win, I'm going to lose. College is not the place for it. It is a place to have fun. Whenever our friends, even now, we don't talk about our family, we don't talk about the kids, we don't talk about anything. We still talk about in the college what we did, how many people we pulled, how many beers we drank, how many parties we went. This is what we still at the age of 40, 45. Right? So college is the place where we explore, do the biggest mistake here. Because when you come to corporates, even the smallest are considered to be the biggest. So everybody will tap on your back and say, that's okay, all is well, right? And then they will say, do the mistakes here, experiment here, irrespective of who you are, wherever you are from. All right, so focus, the most important thing. Next is faculty and friends. The third most important thing is your fun. Am I making sense? Perfect. The next is, oh my God, I know time is running, but time is flying. So already is 11. Yeah, oh yeah. The next G, okay. The first and the foremost thing is your growth mindset. How many of you sitting here? I'll ask you a question. How many of you sitting here studying for me, my life, my family to get better? Or how many of you are studying here? Okay, let me do some change in the society on a larger front. Did anybody know there is something called COVID pandemic is going to hit in 2020? Nobody had a clue. Even on March 16th, when Prime Minister Modi said, let's all go home. Let's all pack our bags and go home. Till then, we were all playing, virus, though. Virus, yeah. We all thought, okay, April we'll go to office. Till this April, we did not go to office. we are still working on hybrid mode. No, I'm just telling you, there are a lot of companies which has made mandate that you have to come to office. I'm not denying the fact it's wonderful to do. I'm only talking about few companies that are still working on how do we do hybrid or 2 days, 3 days in office or all the 5 days in office. So still that, but I'm not to call it as a confusion, still that management decision yet to be taken. But still, all be prepared to work from office, for God's sake, please. No more, please. If anybody asks you, you're going to have your joining, don't ever ask, is that going to be virtual? Go to office, show your face, see people, talk to people, understand them, okay? So how many of you are going to work for the betterment of society? So why did I pull you that is, somebody thought Zooms of the world, your teams of the world, your meets of the world is going to make a lot of difference. Just tell me, I just had 14 people in my team. Will I have a time to call all those 14 people individually, or will I save time to call all those people in one shot, in one button, click of a button, and everybody joining on the call, and I just have the call with them, right? one shot at a 14 call will make a lot of difference in terms of calling everybody individually. That makes no sense at all. So somebody thought your Zooms of the world, your Meets of the world, your Teams of the world is going to be the next set of world for all those people in this world. Yes or no? Yes, otherwise our life could have been miserable. Right? So that is what I'm just talking about. You sitting here, you need to create something different. You need to create the future of this world. I saw some hoardings in one of the college. Scientists only just find, just discover, just evolve what is already there. There is a moon, there is a star, there is a sun, there is a Saturn, there is a, and so on and so forth. But engineers like you create this world. You create this form. You create anything new to this world. Right? So you're more than a scientist. All the scientists are all engineers at the end of the day, but you create this universe. So be proud of yourself at any point in time. That's what I just told you. You're not simple human beings. You're all magic sitting here. Believe in that magic. Always have that pride. I'm an engineer. All right, I'm an engineer. I'm doing, because I see my sister. She's an engineer at the end of the day. Right, from morning 8 to evening 8, she just sit. She has 2 kids. She never bothers. She just works on her all those stuff. She's always on that positive note. Sometimes she cribs. At the end of the day, we're all human beings, right? But what she says is, whatever solutions I give, I don't want to tell the client she works for, but she always says the client is so happy because they're serving a lot of customers through that financial stuff. Right? So you people sit in one part of the country and give solutions to a lot of people in this world. So my dear people, that growth mindset of am I a normal person, or I'm going to make a difference in this world, have that positivity always in that note. The second G is the most important thing, gratitude. Not most of the colleges talked about it, or whatever you call it as. Always say thank you. Always say love you. Always say sorry, please. That has to be your way of life, which is very, very important. A lot of people think this is meant to be. This is has to be. It is never the way it has to be. Okay, universe does not work in that sense, right? Does anybody sitting here just thought today, the 1st of July 2024, you'll be sitting in IIT Patna listening to some of the other conference? I never ever thought. This is all created by the universe of all our good deeds, right? Let me tell you another. It is not a best thing or whatever said and for us. It's the best. Out of the entire population in India, you know how many percent of the people come to education? 48. Okay. Out of the 48, you know how many people cross 10th? 32. Out of 32, you know how many people come to graduation? 29. Out of the 29, you know how many people come to post graduation? 27. Why did I tell you this is? We are all super fortunate in our life, right? Never ever take this for granted. And never ever say, no, I was born for this. My parents are given for this. Damn it, no. I'm sorry to use that word. We are aimed for it. At the end of the day, we are also have that experience. So always get that gratitude. Always give that thanks to people. Okay, whoever has given this, always say thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Every day, if you start your day with that thank you, you will not know how blessed you will be. All right. Always have that gratitude towards your life and to the family and wherever you are part of this life. The last most important G is giving back to the society. I will ask you 3 questions on this giving back to the society. How many of you know the meaning of your name? There is something called meaning for your name. Wonderful. How many of you know, there's a 2 different questions. How many of you know the purpose of your living? Why did I born in this world? If you have not done it today, just see what is the purpose you are born in this world. Universe gave us a beautiful timing of COVID. Thank God we got COVID. I'm just telling you, I know we lost a lot of lives, but we are still alive, right? How many of you did that study of why did I born in this world? What is the purpose of my life today? And what did I do till the day where I'm from born till I'm alive till today? Okay, do that first exercise. Second thing is, how many of you know what do your parents do for your living? How many of you at least spend at least 5 to 10 minutes talking to them, wherever, whichever part you are in this world? I'm not bothered. Wonderful. If you're doing it, wonderful. Maximum at least 5 to 10 minutes. Just pick up your phone. Just at least pull your mom and dad. Just talk to them. Just understand what do they do. If you're not done it, start from today. The last most important thing is, how many of you, I know you were all students, at least 1 rupee, 2 rupee made a lot of difference to my dear people. I'm just telling you, because 10 rupees made a lot of difference. Because I was just talking to a lot of NGOs during COVID time. They were just publishing 100 rupees makes a difference. That's a quote. And I asked them, what does 100 rupees makes a difference? And I was telling, sir, we used to get sanitizers, we used to get face masks for all those people who are homeless and all this stuff. So even 100 rupees made a lot of difference. So my dear people, this is the time to give back to the society as an engineers, as whatever you learn today, which is very, very important. So it is no more I or eyes of the world. There is no more, we are all, it is all about we. It is all about no more, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. It's all we should do this as a part of this world. We should do this as a part of the community we live for. We should do this as a part of the world we are living in. Because we are living in the most negative, pessimistic, hatred world at the end of the day. Let me tell you that. And never ever in the corporate world, I'm telling you again, never ever run this life for, okay, I'm going to put that person down and I'm going to get up. Please, for God's sake. Because today corporate world is all about that. Corporate race, they tell, right? How do I put that person down and how do I get up and run? Sorry. It is about competition within you from yesterday to today and today to tomorrow. As simple as that. Be very, very clear. You can be from IITs, you can be from any college, but never ever think on that aspect of how do I grow, how do I get bettered from yesterday to today and today to tomorrow. This is what your thought process has to be. So most important thing is your growth mindset, your gratitude, and giving back to the society. Does it make sense? Okay. No, not much of the serious stuff. I can understand. Maybe another small story. Oh my God, 11, 10. Okay. Crow and eagle. Have you heard of this again on Instagram? So people should be wondering, what is this guy is doing in Instagram? What do I do, my dear people? Half of the time in airports, how many times do I see good-looking females, good-looking people, some eat food? I should also look at some. So I should also look at something, some learn things. You know? So I was looking at this crow and eagle story. So one day, crow. How many have you seen? How many people have seen crows? Yeah, good. Oh, suddenly I just thought I'm in a different part of the world, because after I seen crows, people are like, crow, where it is? In that content, people are sitting. So I was just wondering, okay. So crow literally got stressed, like the way we get in life, right? And depressed, and went to a Swamiji and asked, Swamiji, from tomorrow I don't know what you will do. I want to become an eagle. Swamiji was so good. He was just telling, okay, I'm giving you that varam, that blessing. If eagle is okay, you can be a crow. So crow was, wow, I can convince anybody in this world. So let me go to the eagle. So it was slowly, you know where eagle is. Definitely not with the crows. It is always alone. It is always on the highs and the and mountains or some ranges. So somehow crow reached that place, and it was asking. He was staying there, and the eagle came to see the crow and said, "Brother, what's up? How come here?" It was telling the entire story of flashback. Went to the Guruji, asked for the varam and all the stuff. If eagle is okay. So why you want to become an eagle when there are a lot of birds in this world? So the crow said, brother, you are strong. You fly high. Everybody admires you. Human beings wanted to be an eagle. Even in Bible, in Quran, in a lot of places, you are representing as the most important bird. So I want to become like you. I don't know whatever you do. I want to become a eagle from tomorrow. Eagle with lot of stress and depression. Oh my crow. I will tell you my story. I'm always alone. I know I'm strong, but I always feel depressed. I don't have any friends. I hardly get a food. I have to fly high. I have to go to a lot of places. But you know what? I always want to become a parrot. Crow was like, what? Parrot? Okay. Then it told, okay, thank you, Eagle Ji. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Let me go to the parrot. So obviously, you know, parrot. How many of you saw parrot in the last 1 month? No, how many of you saw parrot in the last 1 month? It's very hardly to see parrots these days because of all this 4Gs and the 5Gs. I don't know after 60G whether we will be there. Only Bhavan can tell that. So, so you know where the parrots are. So it slowly went to the parrot. Somehow we got to the parrot and it went and sat next to the parrot and we were slowly talking to it. And it told the entire flashback story. And the parrot said, what made eagle and you? So whatever discussion they made, you have vivid colors, you're beautiful, you fly and a lot of people see, you have multiple colors, you sometimes talk like human beings. Wow, what else somebody wants? And the parrot had his own story. You know what, crow? I know. But today, you know, I'm always on the cage. Some human being comes, I have to come out and say some astrology, some whatever things. I'm really frustrated. So don't become a parrot. They will also catch you and put inside the cage. So you know what? What? I always wanted to become peacock. Wow. So the crow was like, what the hell is this? I could have better been a crow. So last attempt, let me go to the peacock. Oh my God, super, right? Beautiful stuff. National bird. So let's become the national bird of India. So it went to the peacock. To the peacock, hello brother, how are you? And I said, how come here? And it showed the entire flashback and it says all those beautiful stories. But the peacock has its own story again. You know, I'm again alone. I can't fly high like you or other birds. Even though I have lot of things, people take photo, no food there, go off. And whenever the people in the zoo, they put, don't put anything to the bird. That also they put and see, I am starving. People say, peacock, peacock, peacock. And what I'm supposed to do? Put my the thing above, feathers above, and then they'll pick the photo and wow. This is what my life is all about, brother. So please think of. But you know what, crow? I always wanted to become a crow. So you're always together. You always fly high. The beautiful color in this world is black. I was supposed to wear a black today, but I thought I'm coming to IIT. I'm already black, wearing another black. People should look at me. Where is Joshua? Where is shirt? They shouldn't get confused. Because predominantly when I come to North India, I hardly see anybody dark. Even here I have the same. Oh, you're dark. Huh? So humble, I am dark, sir. So even in the household, people only call crow and put food. See your tata, see your grandfather, see your. I don't know how come they know the crow is the grandfather. I don't know. So, but I always want to be a crow. So the crux of the story is, why did I tell you this? You be the person you are. Never ever in this world, God's sake, ever compare you with anybody else. Please, you are the best version in this universe. Dot. Okay, you can be anybody. I know our parents make a small mistake. I look at him, look at her. These are our parents. That's perfectly. That's okay. That's perfect. right? I always say somebody talks about negative about ourselves, somebody talks about us. Always do this one thing. Mantram is mute your external environment. Mute. Mute button to always amplify your inner self. One of the best version you will become. I all learned all this very late in my career, in my personal stuff. Right? People always pulled me. I was a very average student, right? I never, ever, ever thought I will be a speaker. I was a motivational speaker, I was a life skill speaker in my entire life because I was a very average. But one thing I always did, believed in myself. I never ever underestimated me in my life. This is not Nityananda's thing. Me, the me, I, me, and not me. I'm talking about the serious me in me. Okay? When you start being you, you will start believing in you. When you start believing in you, you will start branding you. That's the 3 Bs. Right? So, my dear people, why I'm telling you this is not end of the road, this is not end of the story. All right? Whenever Whenever you find time, dedicate that time to your juniors, to the college which you study for. Always come. This year I started all my guest lectures all from my college. Tamil Nadu Institute of Labor Studies. Not many knew it. It's a government college like IIT. It's one of the premier colleges in labor management. Very few people study there. Okay, the only institute in India which comes under the Labor Department of Tamil Nadu in India, and we all get into the Commission of Labor's, Deputy Commissioner of Labor's in the government sector. But in our set, from our set, I'm a 2004 master's pass. I just completed 20 years of my career. Okay, so from our set, the IT started booming. So very few people got into IT, few people got into manufacturing sector. So wherever you are, you name a company, we have our people working there. Okay, so why did I tell you is come to the college, talk to your juniors, whatever your success story is all about, irrespective of who you are. Come to the college, meet up people, always do that stuff. The most important thing in this world is SMILE. Always smile. Okay, and the last, oh my God, 11:20 here. The last 3 H's in life. Am I making some sense? Good. Okay. Can I have some positive words starting with H? Wonderful. That's my end of my mantra. Happiness. Okay, another. Honest. Okay. Hope. Help. Hard work. Hangover. Hard. Without mixing or with mixing? Honor. Wow. Health. Humble. My second H. Wonderful. Human. Fantastic and fabulous. Thank you. Yeah. So, what's the most important thing is, I know we are all human beings, but the most important thing is how many of you are being human is the most underrated word in this world. Right? We are all very busy in our own world. We are all busy in our own stances, right? We never even bother. How many of you, when you call somebody, first check how are they? Or you go directly to the equations, this, that thing. Anybody from today, when you call somebody, just check how are they? How are you doing? Because that one thing, that one mantram can change the entire perspective of that person in that day. Why certain people take different decisions? I'm sorry to say this. What happened to the Cafe Coffee Day owner? Right? What is his wife doing today? Fabulously well. Today, Cafe Coffee Day, out of the 7,000 crore debt, today they are 2,000 crore profit organization. How did that happen? Did somebody call Siddharth and ask, Siddharth, everything will be okay on the day which he decided, I need to end my life today? Somebody could have called him on the morning and said, everything will be okay. I don't think so anybody called him that day. So, my dear people, when you get inside the college, there are few people who opens your door. How many of you just spent or spending 1 or 2 minutes in a week with them? How many of you know their names? We may call it as a security by or watchman by whatever you call it. How many of you know him by name? How many of you have checked how is he doing today? How many of you have asked? How many of you asked, did you eat today? That is being human, my dear people. You can be anybody, rich, poor, dark, tall, short, not bothered. If you do the simple thing of checking somebody, is what being human represents. I'm telling you, we can be, we are 140 crore population. We can be, there are 8 billion people in this world. Whenever you travel, whenever you cut across people in this, whenever you cross people, how many of you just check with them, just say a hi or a smile? Do that from today. So boys, don't do that, that smile. That is a different smile. Okay, just smile and just say hi. Because when I travel a lot of countries, me and my wife do that as a hobby. When you go to European countries, when you go to different countries, right? People will say, "How are you?" and then just go off. They will not even wait for you to respond. Ah, I'm fine. I'm from India. I'm from Chennai. He'll be half a kilometer by the when by the way you're going to tell him. He will just say hi and then they just go off. They just smile at you and they go. It's very rare sequence to see in India. At least your generation. Let's your generation bring that attitude, right attitude to the people. Just smile at people. Just smile. That is the most costliest thing in this world. Just smile at people, which can change everything in a day, in that moment. Being human is the most important thing. The second most important thing, our friends, being humble, right? You can be anybody in this world, my dear people. I'm telling you, a lot of people before COVID said, I'm going to live for 100 years, 150 years. They're all under the, yeah. One simple virus, not known to mankind or visible through eyes, took off millions of lives. What is human life is all about? It can go like this, right? So always be humble, always help people, never ever expect anything in return. I will tell you something. Classical example is standing in front of you. Never ever expect anything, but I will tell you, you will get whatever you have never expected in this world one day. I'm telling you right now on 1st of July 2024. Even if you give 10 rupees, just give that and just go off. Never think, okay, I've given 10. In Bible, Quran, Bhagavad Gita, they told you will get 1,000 times. Lord, I am waiting for that 1 lakh. When are you going to give it to me? Never ever do that. It will never come in 1 lakh. It may even come at 10 lakhs or 1 crore. You will not know. It will come in huge blessings. In love, in care, in trust. Not always on money, right? This is definitely not any Sadhguru's message. No manifestation, no affirmation. Sorry. This is Joshua's speech. Whatever I experience, I'm telling you folks. Okay, so always be humble. Never ever raise your collars. Be the smartest person in this world, but always stand down. Know where you come from. Always tell, I'm from this college. I'm from IIT Patna. I'm from this college. I'm that college. Because whenever I go and talk to people, whenever I sit next to IITs and IIMs people, whenever on HR conclaves, they say, which college? They'll put no, which college? Tamil Nadu Institute of Learning. But the moment I catch the mic and the phone and thing, people will listen. Wow. Which college you're from? That is what you have to represent. People have to just come to you, right? After you come and after you open your mouth. And always dress to the occasion. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I saw this. No, this is the learning you always do, no? There's always good things which you learn. You have the smartphone, good and bad is there. Always take that good. Yeah. Nothing wrong in knowing the bad, but always take the good. When you go anywhere, the first thing people see is your shoes and your dressing. And 90% of the people have already decided who you are. Already decided who you are. That 10% is after you open your mouth. So, my dear people, perfectly fine if you have wonderful wardrobe in your place and have dress for that occasion. All right, I'm okay with the college, but when you are going out of the college, always dress and be a smart person in that arena, in that room. Okay, always be calm, always be humble, and people will salute for that. Okay, never be a big mouth. Never ever talk about you when it is not required. Never ever do that. All right, that is being humble. The last most important thing our friends again told, that the first H which I got is from the day we were born to the day we go to the grave. Right? We are always determined on these two things. He is a successful person, he is a failure, he is nothing, he is useless. Right? That is not the purpose of our life at all. That is what not we are born for. Right? We were born for something else. Okay, so understand that growth factor. Right? So the first thing is whether it's a girl or a boy, which is a nasty thing which is still happening in India and across the world. It's a baby, it's a baby, right? Whether it is a boy or a girl. When that thing ends, India gets independence or Republic Day on that day. And that is the day I will celebrate independence at the end of the day. Right? Otherwise, we are still 1,000 years back. All right. And again, it's a dark or a fair. Again, short and tall, plump and lean. Right? But when we slowly get up go in our career, and the day we go to the grave, as anybody spoke, as anybody has told, okay, this person has lived the life happily. Have anybody, has heard this during the last days of the life of anybody when you go? Wow, this person, I still remember, he was happy throughout, whatever may be, whether he had food, no relatives, nothing, all those stuff, whether this person lived happily. If that happens, my dear people, I think we are living in the most peaceful world which is created for. We just to do the same thing, right? We cut the trees, we just put a plan in terms of save trees and other stuff. A lot of things which happens today. There are war in this world still happening. For what good reason? For what? My dear people, I'm telling you, you are going to be the differentiator in this world. You think that, and you will definitely become. Yes, education is important. At the end of the day, what we learn, what we do, because this 3 years is going to determine, this 4 years is going to determine our next 30, 40 years of your career. Right? So indulge yourself in that education. Never ever think I'm going to do something extra. Most important thing, I'm just telling you that fourth F is your fundamentals and foundation. Never ever underestimate fundamentals and foundation. Never ever think, okay, I've studied this, I've got the certification, people should hire me for that. Sorry. Your fundamentals and foundation makes a lot of difference. You can do internships, you can do plenty of certifications, but what do you translate from that makes a lot of difference. What do you understand makes a lot of difference, because you will the first 4 or 5 ticks will go automatically because you're from IITs. Okay, and the rest comes next. Okay, does he understand what he learned? What has he done as an internship? What has he done as certifications? What has he done on R&D? That is the last 5 ticks. Are you ready for it? That is very important. So this is what I just thought I will just tell you. I just came with a different perspective, but when I sat with Kiruba sir and Tomar, respected Tomar sir, I got a different perspective, and good. I just had these examples which can really resonate today with all those fellow people. And I also got to know that people are also on virtual mode listening to this. And thank you so much. Last one activity. Okay. Oh, no, small, very, very small activity. When I say just close your eyes, not now. When I say close your eyes and just think of people who has taken you till this moment of, oh my God, 11:30, till this moment, 11:30, for all your success, for all the good deeds, for next 10 to 20 seconds, just close your eyes, just thank them. Just close your eyes. Just thank them for the next 20 seconds. Whoever has helped you, whoever has brought you here till now. It can be your parents, it can be your faculty, it can be your friends, it can be anybody. Okay. Thank you so much. God bless you. And thank you so much for this wonderful outcome. And this is Joshua David signing off. Take care. Yeah. Sorry. All right. Ah, yeah. Q&A. Any questions which you think Joshua can answer?
Thank you so much, sir. I would now request, is there anyone who can, any doubts regarding the industry experience we have, Joshua, sir? You may ask some of your questions.
There's no compulsion. If you have, I'll be happy. If you don't have also, I'm happy because I already told you. I did not talk any rocket science or anything on technology or anything outside the box. I just already told you, which you already knew at the end of the day. Yeah. You can sit, sit.
Good morning, sir.
Your name?
Sir, my name is Assis.
Ashish.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, currently the tech industry is very saturated.
Mm.
Sir, how can we handle this? Like which tech stacks we should follow or which? So,
Which tech stacks?
sir, like someone says now this is demanding, someone is saying this is not demanding. Sir, how could we?
Got it. I got your question, Ashish.
Thank you, sir.
There is nothing called IT is getting saturated. It's just a curve which is happening every 4-5 years. Okay. The most beautiful thing is, I think you people and the rest another 4-5 years is going to be the luckiest batches ever, because a lot of people thought in 2008 and 9, because of the biggest recession this world has ever witnessed. Okay, not many joined IT or your engineering stuff. You know what happened? 2012, 13, and 14 was the highest ever campus hiring in India. I was part of that process. Okay, I was part of Cognizant at that point in time, and we hired somewhere around 60,000 per organization. So and TCS and other Wipros of the world, other organizations hired black and other stuff. So never ever think IT is getting saturated. I think it's the wrong stuff. It will definitely bounce back. And I'm telling you, next 1 quarter, yes, you will realize that we are all bounced back at the end of the day. So my only humble request, which I already told you, is irrespective of whatever background you are from, be prepared for the worst and be prepared for your best. Okay, be very clear on your fundamentals and foundation, because people always think that we have to be very clear on AIs and the MLs and the ARs and the VRs of the world. I'm sorry, these are all the jargons which is there in the market, right? But at the end of the day, when you come in for the interview session, people are going to ask you, what did you learn in this 3 years of your education? What did you learn in this 4 years of education? What is your favorite subject? They're not going to ask you, what is your favorites in AI? What is your favorites in ML or AR or AR Rahman? Definitely that they're not going to ask you that at the end of the day. They're going to ask you, can you explain few subjects of your choice? If you're able to explain those, I think you are in the right note. So my dear friend, to answer your question, be very clear on your fundamentals and your foundation. You will rock the show. Did I answer your question? One last question, please.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Sit.
I wanted to
Your
ask
name?
you that Shudipto.
Sudipto.
Yes.
Oh.
So here we are studying everything sort of from a theoretical aspect.
Mm.
So if there is any opportunity from like maybe from emphasis only, so that we can learn on the go, like learn things practically by joining some team, maybe some sort of internship.
Got it.
So like if there is an opportunity, then
No. So me and your placement head were speaking about it.
yeah.
So anything comes up, and we've been continuously hiring from IIT Patna. So
Okay.
and people are also joining us. So we are continuously. It is not that Joshua is a new person to IIT Patna. This is the first time I've come personally, but we've been hiring from IIT Patna. So don't worry, we are working on internships, And that is the reason I have to get into the call at 12 o'clock, which I was just talking about. So we are going to come up with new framework and new process. All right. So we are going to get in touch with all the IITs which we have been hiring for. So definitely we will take people for internship. So be prepared for it at the end.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Hey, thank you, guys. Yeah. Last one question. Yeah. Yeah. One.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
I Anupama Jagriti.
You are?
Actually, Anupama Jagriti.
Anupama. Yeah, Anupama.
So my question is that what can be some innovative approaches to assessment and evaluation that we can adopt in India?
Information and?
Evaluation and innovative approaches to assessment and evaluation that we can adopt in India.
Okay. There are still a lot of things which is still done manually. I'm not naming anything right now today, but just do a small research towards it. Okay. And I'm in LinkedIn. It's a big answer to tell you, but because of the time constraint, I'm just cutting it short. Just do the small homework today, Anupama. Okay. I'm in LinkedIn. My name is Joshua David MD. You can just see me in LinkedIn. Just tell me this is the small homework which you have done, and I will tell you what are things to be done on the day. And we can just publish also to this larger forum. What things can be done, because there are a lot of stuff which still needs innovative stuff in India, as you rightly said. So do what are the areas which you can do as a student, as a college, as IIT, as an institution. And then we can nail down on top 5 and then we can take it forward. Does that answer your question?
So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your nice lecture. It was really fantastic. And now it's time to honor our students. Few of students have scored more than 9 CGPA in their semester exam.
Thank you.
So they have been awarded with the director's list. So the first name is Ajay Viskarma. Ajay Viskarma, are you there?
Yeah, come.
Please come fast and take your certificate. The next one is Akash Kumar, whose roll number is 2412 RES 19. Akash Kumar. The next one is Harsh Anand, whose roll number is 2412 RES 61. Ansuman Sahu, with the roll number 2412 RES 33. Devanjan Panda. Mohit Kumar Gupta. Rohan Nag. Subham Raj. 133. Saudip Tikadar.
Shubham Raj.
Saudip Tikadar. And few students have also graded more than 8 CGPA, and they have been awarded with the Dean's List. No? The name is Arpita, 2412 RES 36. Ashish Raj, last 41. Kumar Prathmesh. Amish Kumar. Dipesh Kumar Gupta. Chotu Kumar. Junaid Ahmad Bhatt. Rishikesh Raj. Nikita Kumari.
Rishikesh Raj.
Navneet Kamal.
Nikita Kumari.
Rasmi Kumari.
Navneet.
Saurabh Kumar Bhardwaj.
Rashmi Kumari.
मोहम्मद फैज आजाद,
सौरभ कुमार भारद्वाज। Yeah. All the best.
मोहम्मद फैज आजाद,
फैसल आजाद,
सतीश चंद्र झा, सतीश चंद्र झा, सैकत मन्ना, सैकत मन्ना नहीं, वैभव रे, वैभव रे,
वैभव रे।
प्रेम केसरी, प्रेम केसरी. Okay, so that's all from our sides. And thank you all, dear students, for having patience and listening to sir. And we will try to organize such type of sessions from the other industries also. So thank you to all once again.
Yeah.
Try to organize such type of sessions. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
जिनका प्रेजेंटेशन है वो लोग अभी 002 में जाएंगे, ठीक है? Those who have presentation, they just